you to the one in the middle. Oh, we went to one on the end.
Hi everyone, it's Lesley, Rosehaven Yarn Shop. I'm back after an epic Rhinebeck weekend. It was beyond amazing. It was so cool. You really need to try and go. It really is beyond fantastic. Rhinebeck, Rhinebeck, Rhinebeck. Whoa, Rhinebeck. We're going next year. Yay, yay, yay. We've already picked the hotel. Figuring out who's gonna drive, and my roving bets are falling apart. My pom-poms. Yay! Rhinebeck. Hey everyone that I met at Rhinebeck. That was so cool! And I'm enjoying all the videos. Thank you for everyone uploading your videos. I'm of course one of the last ones. I got food poisoning Saturday night. Yes, it was festival food. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone else got sick. I know exactly what it was. It was the chicken in the Mexican rice dish that I have because I'm gluten-free and I'm pretty cautious about what I eat because I have to be. Yeah, so started at 10 o'clock. Somebody flipped the switch in my belly and that was it. So yeah, that's why I kind of just fell off the radar for a few days. But 100% back in the game. Yes. So I got stuff to show you. So here we go. So, should we start with the Rhinebeck haul? I think we should. I was at Needles Up and met Sue and Chelsea of Legacy Knits, and I also met Andre Sue Knits, who does Andy, who makes those awesome sock blanks, and then super miniatures. Let's smell with this tiny cool stuff. So I got this wee tiny little cup of tea with a slice of lemon. But I tell you, that was what I was craving when my stomach was turning inside out. So I got that. And I also got this little cute one with wee tiny sheep. I seriously, how do you draw those tiny little things on them? I can't even imagine. So then I got, let's see, at that one, so I talked to Sue and Chelsea, and this Legacy Knits. This is their Cozy Toes, and it's really soft. And this one's called Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka. So, when I made this hat last week for my Rhinebeck trip, because I thought it was gonna be too hot for a sweater, but I can handle more hats, this is how I make my hats, crazy colors. So I'm thinking kind of crazy colors. It's fingering weight, but I might make a hat. Might make a hat. Okay, so my hat, since we're segueing, we'll do a little segue into my hat. This is a pattern. It's no ribbing, it's just stocking net the whole way. I started with Hedgehog Chubby. It was called Bubbles, and it was like the turquoisey color. And then I went through my stash and was grabbing all these fun little frilly pom-pommy bits. And then I always crochet a couple curls. It sort of fluffs up your tassels and kind of makes it a little more jazzy and fun. God, they were pink because they were in black. But this is what I used to make hats all the time, these really sculptural hats. I cast on 60 stitches on a 6.5 millimeter US, I don't know. I can't remember, sorry. I go millimeter size because it's the actual width, the diameter of the needle. So yeah, 6.5, and you just knit till you get to the top, bind off, and sew across the top, but I actually got all fancy and I Kitchener stitched the top. You know what, honestly, I think I kind of like it better. It goes so flat and nice with the Kitchener stitch, but I kind of like it because it sits up more when it's just sewn across the top. So yeah, it's a whole mixed bag of playing, and because it's divisible by even numbers, you can monkey around and put checkerboards and lines and all pearl rows to make the frilly bits stand out. So they're fun. And you feel like you have long hair. Whoosh. And no one in my group could lose me the whole weekend because I had my hat on. Well, technically I didn't actually wear it Saturday because it was hot. Yeah, not comfortable sweater, hat wearing weather. I tend to go lean on the warm side anyways, and yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, and then the occasional power surge that comes in, it's like, yeah, no. I wasn't gonna wear a sweater, but yeah. Anyways, I digress. So then we went from Needles Up, which was the afternoon Rhinebeck, and then we zipped across the river to Kingston and went to India Untangled, which was a crush. Yeah, like scary crush. think there were fire codes. I don't know how the hotel did that, let that many people in. I went into the Hugh Loco booth and Nicole was directing traffic going, are you ready? You come this way. And you shuffle and you're up, like arms up, and people are trying to sneak through, and oh wow, it was something. I hope they didn't have any problems with theft, because boy, it was too crowded for anyone to police any of that kind of stuff. That would have made me really nervous. I've done a lot of festivals and had theft at a few, and it's always the bigger ones. And when there's a crush, they take advantage. So hopefully everyone was good. And I did hear about the woman on Instagram who half her sales didn't actually get paid for. She did like the Square unit, and you'd swipe your credit card, and like half of her sales, oh, it just makes me sick thinking of it, didn't go through. They didn't actually get charged the person's credit card that was buying them. My heart goes out to you. Oh my God, when I read it, I just could feel my stomach drop, because been there. I've never had that actually happen. I've had like 2 sales where it got mucked up, and you don't get the money back. It's gone, because that whole thing protects the purchaser, so you don't have contact, you don't have info, you don't have any way to get hold of them. And God, I hope people are owning up and being honest and coming back to her and paying for her yarn. It wasn't a booth that I went to, and I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it. Yeah, I'll try and put it in the show notes, because wow, I sure hope she gets paid for her work, because that is so devastating. Like half of it. Oh. Anyways, I hope people come back to you. I really do. So Christine Vollenvines, finally. Yee. I got some. So this is Spindrella in the Blitzed. Of course, it's got a little sparkle, because every girl needs a little bling. I don't know what I'm doing with any of this. It's hard, because when I knit things with beautiful yarn that I don't actually have on the shelves, people get frustrated because they want it. I want to make that what you're wearing, and it's like, I'm sorry, you can't. I don't have it. But Legacy Fiberworks, Sue and Chelsea, I'm in conversations, and we might actually see if we can get it in the store in Canada. Wouldn't that be crazy? It'd be so cool. So I'm excited. We'll see. It won't be till springtime. Winter's hard here. It's a small town, and I rely fairly heavily on visiting traffic, and the website does fairly well, but you know, it's not like it doesn't pay the bills by the hydro and all that stuff. So I try to just lay low for the winter, not consume and buy yarn during January, February, because that's our quiet months, because most of the time here the weather is insane. You never know when it's going to come, when it's going to hit. Within 24 hours you can be buried and you can't get out, and so people don't tend to travel. So in most of our big cities around us, that where a lot of my customers come from, are Toronto, Ottawa, and such, they don't travel in January, February, because you don't want to be in that mess and the roads and the slick. Yeah. So we just stay at home and knit. I stay in the store and knit and watch Netflix. So yeah, I like it. It's nice and tidy in here. I don't have to house clean, because it's always clean. Well, magically it's always clean. I have elves, did I tell you? Yes. Okay, so what else did I get at India Untangled? I went to the White Birch, and I love this. Friends don't let friends craft with insipid yarn. I know, right? Atomic Zombie. Yeah, mama. It's gonna self-stripe. I'm still on my first pair of socks. They're not self-striping. They're some hand-dyed stuff I did. But this I think I could knit 2 pairs of socks. I'm avoiding the heels on my socks. I did afterthought heels. I'm almost there. I'm just ribbing. I'm ribbing, and I know I'm basically done, but I like using up all the yarn, and I want to put contrasting heels in. Can you hear that thumping? That's Chris. She's in the basement felting a vest, and she's in the smack mode where you just take the fabric and you're whacking it to get the last bit of shrinkage in. So if you're hearing a thump, 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 that's just Chris. It's all good. The fabric will take it. It's all happy. Other booth I went into, which I hadn't heard of before, Asylum Fibers. Really cute. They gave me a little measuring tape, and I got an awesome little bag. And it was cute how they set up the booth. They had this white fabric on the floor with red footprints in it, like bloody footprints, like, someone's walking through the asylum. And her colors, yes. Hat, right? Definitely. Yes. So this one's called Creepy Graffiti. Yeah. This is gonna be a nice hat. Do you know what's funny? I actually don't have a hat that's mine. I always make these and then I sell them. Or I have had them bought off my head. I was planning on keeping this one. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully no one will buy it off my head again. But yeah, I have a tendency to... I like hats. I wear hats in the winter. I do not like being cold. I have curly hair. It destroys it and makes it a mess, but I don't care. I love hats. They're fun. And right now my hair is already destroyed, so even though I'm really hot right now, I'm not taking my hat off. Went horseback riding, and I wore my helmet, which you're supposed to, you know. Got a little hot and sweaty, so, and it flattens all my curls. But it was a good riding day. We had fun, Rocky and I. The other thing, which was also at the White Birch, Atomic Zombie, they were selling these. How cute is this? It's a little monster. And it's just, I don't know, it's a notions bag, but I think it's gonna be like coins. He's so funny. So he's like in this pink sparkle vinyl material, and he said it's actually car seats. Okay, I want this on my car seats in my car. You know, other than the times when it's stinking hot and you have to peel your skin off in the heat, but it's so cool. It's pink and it's super pink sparkly. Like, man, it's so cool. Maybe I should just paint the truck that color. My truck's name is Roxy. I think she'd totally go for it. My husband would hate it. He doesn't drive it that much. That poor man doesn't get to drive much of anything because my son Quinn got his license on Thursday. Got his license Thursday morning, drove back home with my husband, and then they had to pick me up from work because they borrowed my car. And so I said, oh, send Quinn in by himself. And he's like, cool, I'm going to drive by myself into town. We're 12 minutes from town. It's country roads till you get into town. It's only a population of 4,000 people. He comes in and he's got this look on his face. Are you okay? He's like, I almost died. I'm like, oh, God. It was a whole thing where someone was confused by who was turning what, when, and where. Like, it's all good. You're fine. Just keep being cautious, you know, you'll be fine. So that's what I got at Indian Tangled. So Saturday morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, we get to Rhinebeck. Okay, I only bought one thing at Rhinebeck. I was having so much fun. And again, I'm not going to buy a sweater's quantity of yarn because I have to knit samples. I have to knit a lot of samples, and I have to use my yarn. And I don't wear sweaters because I'm usually too hot most of the time. I don't know. I was just too excited about meeting people and running around and just getting all the energy and stuff. It was so much fun because it was cool. So all I got was something to spin. It was a 50-50 merino and tencel, which is a plant fiber. It's not it is not, well, it's kind of man-made because it's, you know, it's a plant fiber you got to turn into yarn, but isn't it pretty? And it looks like it's got silk in it because the tencel has a sheen. It's very neat. And I did eat, and then the Mexican chicken rice bowl that was delicious, fresh guacamole and stuff, and then We ran around. I had a cider shake, which was excellent at the apple cider donut. I tried a couple bites of the apple cider donut, but you know, gluten-free, it's gonna do some damage. So my stomach started getting a little wiggy late in the evening. I was a little concerned, but thought no. And then it's like, and then it just, somebody flipped the switch in my stomach. And at that point we had, what, 9 people in our hotel room. Amanda and Christina and Margaret and Nancy and yeah, all of my friends, Cozy Knitter and Yarn Enabler and Three Sisters Knits, they're all sitting there and they're excited and they're showing their stuff, and I pretty much had to take out or leap over Amanda because she had kind of at the end of the bed, feet up. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up, and I ran to the bathroom. That's how you clear a room at 10 o'clock at night. Through a paper thin wall in the hotel room. Yeah, good times. I came out and pretty much fell down on the mattress, and that was it. Slept through the night, you know, got up late. Still felt like I'd been hit by a Mack truck. Yeah, so, and then I actually scooped a ride with friends of ours that were in the county, that are in Rhinebeck, that live really close to me. So I'm like, you know, save you guys from trying to get me home. And because I was so sick, because they were leaving early, I'm like, I'm going with you. And I pretty much slept the 8-hour drive home. It was brutal, but my nausea at least was gone, so I didn't have to stop or anything horrible. But yeah, it was awful. Food poisoning, God, sucks. So everyone kept saying, oh, that's too bad, your Rhinebeck weekend was ruined. I'm like, no, it's still epic. I don't care. Yeah, I threw up. We'll just pretend it was self-inflicted and too much drinking. I don't care. It was so awesome. You really need to try and go. It was kind of cool. There was so many. It was interesting because what I found from other festivals that we have here, this is very grassroots. It's like the farms are coming to you with their merchandise they create on the farm from their animals, from their fibers. Like, and they've been coming for, you know, they had signs on there that this farm's been around since the 1860s and stuff. It was crazy. So it was kind of cool from that perspective, because you don't see a lot of, well, in Canada, you don't see a lot of farms, that fiber producing farms anymore. There's just not that many of them. But so that was kind of the fun part for me, because I'm used to all the indie dyers and seeing all that kind of stuff and cool gadgets and all that kind of thing. So I kind of literally loved it. And I got to cuddle with a sheep, and it was fun. It was pretty cool. And meeting everyone was pretty neat. I was teasing a certain person from one of my favorite Montreal stores about her neutral color choices. But you gotta wear the magenta earrings to go with that beige sweater. But yeah, it had a little, she was picking beige, but it had little bits of magenta in it and jade. We'll see. Magenta, right? Like, yeah, big earrings. Yeah. I'm a girl of the 80s. Everyone's got big earrings. Okay, so what am I working on? I have begun the Hohi Locatelli worsted weight boxy, not a boxer, not the dog. And she did it in Malabrigo Rios in the color, what's it called? Nibla, which funnily enough, I had on the shelf. So I'm like, cool. So this is it. Oh, don't look, Amanda, there's a drop stitch. Careful. So this is it. And it's knitting around. I'm doing a size medium sample and 240 stitches to cast on. But I learned the coolest cast on from Margaret and Sheila. Wicked good. You actually are casting on 2 stitches at a time. Crud. You know what? I will try and find a link to the video, because it's really, really cool and it's fast. And when you're doing 240 stitches to add on, yeah, wicked fast. Let me just pick up that stitch. There, all good. And yeah, so, and the other thing, of course, I'm working on is the Stephen West Speckle and Pop. Love it. Colors, happy. Oh my God, so awesome. Okay, so yeah, so spoiler alert, I'm going to show you Stephen West thing. I'm only this much into Clue 2. I've got some catching up to do, because apparently you can't throw up and knit at the same time. But this is my colors. I think may have shown this before, but love, love. Of course, I'm in the middle of the row, but yeah, so there's clue 2. And there's to the 1. I kind of did more, it's a semi-solid, all my main colors, and kind of my speckles are into there. Because I wanted something a little darker. I find most of the speckle yarns tend to have white backgrounds, and I didn't want something that much white. Yeah, so have you seen the finished ones? Okay, I totally cheated. Totally had to go and look. They're amazing. Oh my God. I'm so excited I did this because I love, like, there's, points, openings, like, it's gonna be so good. Yes. Yeah, so, and I love the colors, and I love all my pops, and damn, I love that color. Like, it's this salmon coral, I don't know. I got it, yeah, most of this yarn, the pops, actually, pretty much everything I dyed except this dark blue was Zen Garden, a Midnight Clear? No? Yes? No, it was Zen Garden, but that's not the name. That name belongs to Ancient Arts, but I can't remember. And I think this one's not mine, and one of the one speckle, this one here, is not mine, but most of them are my playing around. So, yes. And of course my socks that I need to just sit down and figure out how to put in an afterthought heel, and you know, I'd probably be able to wear them. Okay, so the other exciting thing we've got going on, Advent calendars. I did it, I finally came up with it. Finally did it. So every day for 24 days, you get some fun little nitty tool, accessory, project thing to make. We package them up. Come here, you box. So this is the Advent calendar. So there's little canvas satchels, there's little craft paper ones, and they've got different numbers. Because of the size of the different days, they're not in this box on the top, like in order. It's not like, you know, the old chocolate ones where you open the little doors. It's not quite that organized. But, so, retail value would be 125 Canadian. So American, think of that in terms of, I don't know, it's almost a 25 to 30% reduction in what you would pay, because I know that's what I do for reversal. It's 30% on top of it. So I'm selling them for 105, retail value like 125. Shipping, somebody called from New Jersey. It was $11.50 to ship it to New Jersey. It's not heavy, and it's 9-inch by 7-inch by 2.5-ish. Anyways, they're fun. I don't have a lot of them. I think I have 15. I think that's about it. So yeah, so there's things inside them. I don't want to show and give it away, but people keep asking what's in it. There's like stuff, things, stuff. I don't want to give it away. I don't know. Honestly, all that keeps going through my mind is like, how am I going to make one next year? Because trying to find enough things within the kind of that price range was a trick. So there are, there are 4 knitting projects inside the box with patterns and yarn and the needles, what you need to make 4 little knitting projects that are kind of fun. And then there's tools and stuff and more stuff. All happy goodness, yes. Oh, and my Rhinebeck sweater that I did wear, which, because I knew it was going to be boiling hot, was this lovely color. And this is the pattern, Jessamine, by, what's her name? Melissa Labar, which is a quince pattern. And this sweater was made to be knit with Kestrel linen, which is a worsted weight linen. It's like a flat ribbon style. But I didn't want gray. I didn't want dull colors. I wanted bright, jazzy, fresh colors. So this is Noro M-I-R-A-I, Mirai, and it's silk and cotton, which is kind of perfect and light. And then I added this kind of jazzy Araucana Huasco worsted in wasabi on the sleeves and on the bottom edge. So this is my Rhinebeck sweater. And yeah, this Noro yarn was actually, it's a fairly new one by Noro, and it's on their Noro magazine, and I looked it up because somebody asked. It was issue number 8, and it was a woman on the cover wearing a Noro scarf, and it wasn't this colorway, but it was a different colorway. This is colorway number 13. And so I had a number of customers asking, I want this yarn, I want to make this scarf. So I ordered it in, and it's mostly silk and cotton. Oh my God, there's a drop stitch. Is it a drop stitch or a broken stitch? No, drop stitch, sorry. Distracted by drop stitches. I'll have to fix that. When the heck did I do that? Weird. So yeah, so people wanted that one specific yarn in the colors, so I bought that color and I bought this one and another one. Because normally I kind of keep the Silk Garden tile and a few other Noro bits, but yeah, it's a nice yarn. Didn't have any breakage. I know Noro, we all know Noro can do that. But no, it was all good. It all knit up fine. What are the news? Oh, right. We have the new Making Magazine episode. Too much Netflix. Volume 4. It's called Lines. They're, honestly, there's stuff in here that makes me want to sew. I probably mentioned I don't sew. Sewing machines run away from me. Oh my God, and those, look at the cute, oh, I love making the little toys. They're so fun. So really nice stuff in here. Again, like, you guys are outdoing yourselves. Like I thought the other one was my favorite. Now, favorite. Best one, I think, yet. Every time they come up with something a little bit better. So I have a bunch. Oh, wow. How many we got left here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so there's 6 left. I had 10. No, I'm not putting it on the website. They're going to be gone. They go off the website so fast. See what happens when we sell stuff in the store, you have to go to the website and go, take this off, take this off, take this off. And if we're busy, we don't always have time to go on the website and take stuff off. And then someone buys something, they think we have it because the website says we do. And no, I'm sorry, we don't. What else? Pom Pom magazine, and the new one's coming out November 25th. Was that what it was? I think so. They must be sort of combining. And this is really cool. There's a lot of color work stuff in here. Neat stuff in these ones. Color work. For all you scaredy cats of color work. Give me some color, baby. What else we got? Da-da. And this is another beautiful magazine. I like how they've finished. Like, even the finish on the paper is kind of nice. I like it. Look at it. Ta-da. All right, so that's about it. Try and save your pennies. Go to Rhinebeck. I'm going to try next year. Hopefully it won't conflict with the Woodstock festival that we have here that I always go to, because that's what's happened most times. It's always been the same weekend. But it doesn't feel so far away. I got my passport, which expired. My passport, I haven't had a passport in 10 years. I haven't left the country in over 10 years. We've been working, building business, children, you know, we're freelance, right? Like, we don't get vacation. You just work. There's no retirement either, but hey, I work at a yarn store. I'm kind of already retired, right? So I got my passport, and the border's not far. Like, I was like, oh my God, because my mom every once in a while goes with friends over to Watertown and does a little shopping. But anyways, I might actually try that. And Christina and Amanda went to Target. I'm so jealous. I totally would have went to Target. Oh man, I've been in Target in a long, long time. But yeah, it was fun. As soon as we went across the border, there was a hunter on the side of the road, because it feels like you're on like a big highway. But a guy he was hunting on the side of the highway. That just seemed really odd. I mean, I guess it's deer hunting season, so I don't think you'd see that on our 401 highway. It was interesting. It's like, okay, we're in America. People carry guns. But yeah, it was nice. People were super amazing. And oh my God, the food was awesome. I mean, yes, I got food poisoning, but it was too hot, right? Like, I don't think anyone expected that, what they had to contend with for food. I can't imagine. So, I mean, I'm all good. It's fine. No worse for wear. Probably lost a couple pounds instead of gained. Because boy, the portions in there. One time we went to a diner and they handed a salad bowl, and that was like one person's portion. It was the size of a salad bowl I put on the table for everybody, but it was good. The one thing that I noticed, I guess because I haven't been in a long time, and at a festival, there was no recycle bins. We saw one at one of the restaurants in Rhinebeck Village, but yeah, I kept getting, you've got the drink bottle and the water bottle or something, and everything just goes in the same bin. It's weird, because I mean, in Canada, you go to the mall and it's like the food court, you have this garbage system. Okay, plastic, paper, food waste, and then, anything else that you can't seem to figure out the rest of. And they stand and they will kind of police you sometimes at our mall and go, no, over there. It's like, eh. But yeah, there was no recycle bins for water bottles and cans. Oh yeah, that's the other one, cans. That was the metal, right? Paper, plastic, metal. Ugh. It gets complicated. I always feel like I'm under pressure to figure this stuff out. But yeah, they didn't seem to have recycling bins. Maybe they do have a different system where they actually take it off site and somebody actually goes through it and sets it all, like repositions it. Because let's face it, we all kind of screw it up and put things in the wrong bins all the time. So maybe they have a processing system different than ours. But it was just weird because you're so used to going, I need a blue box, I need a recycle box. And there wasn't any. It was just garbage bins. But epic time. It was so great to meet. Oh, I met so many people. Spicy Homemaker, and of course Eric was there, and Ramona. And we got to have dinner with Mina Phillips, which was fun. And got to meet Tracy and Jody, which was great. I wanted to meet them for a while. I feel like I've been circling around those two because we both know common people like Fiona Ellis and different people that I feel like I've been so close to, like, meeting them a couple times. And Eric, my friend, and yeah, so it was cool. And who else? Lisa and Melissa from Espace Tricot. And Christy Glass, I got interviewed on Christy Glass. That was fun. It was pretty good. And oh man, as soon as you're in the lineup, we're waiting for donuts. And who's in the lineup ahead of us? Duck Wool, Indy Dyer. She's hilarious. And she even has a colorway called Waiting for Donuts. I love her. So we were, like, she ended up waiting for I think it was 45 minutes we waited for donuts. I can't even eat the damn things. But I had this cider shake, which was apple cider and ice cream blended together into a milkshake. Awesome. Really, really good. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. But yes, we're talking to them in the lineup. We're talking to the people behind us in the lineup. I was having lunch by myself, talking to the people on the table that I was sharing, and people just talk to everybody. And then people are like petting your sweater and wanting to take pictures. Sunday, I did go for a short while waiting for my ride to be ready to go, and I was wearing my Andrea Maury Ohm shawl, and I had a couple people take pictures of it because they liked the buttons and the colorways that I did. So yeah. Oh, and Amber Yarn Hoarder. Hey, Amber, how's it going? Yeah, so I was handing out buttons and little, my knit tags and stuff. So it was good. It's gonna, yeah, definitely want to go next year. Gotta start saving my pennies. And maybe this time I'll actually buy yarn to make something. Yeah. I'm just gonna start to find a way to be not so hot all the time. Can we blame it on power surges and age? I don't know. And right now it's the weirdest Canadian fall ever. It's just been hot. Just been hot. This Canadian girl needs a breeze. This Canadian girl wants some chill happening now. It's like, come on, bring on the frost. Gimme. I need to cool down. When you can't go outside and cool down in the fall, that's a problem. My poor husband is in bed freezing now, and I'm like, windows open. So hot. Yeah. And of course, sweating out some poisons this week too from the food poisoning incident. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys had a fantastic week. I apologize once again because it's been like a month since I podcast, so we'll see you on the other side. Enjoy your knitting. Don't get too crazy with the following family holidays. Just stay in the zen. Stay knitting. Just keep knitting. Just keep knitting, right? Smile and nod. Just keep knitting.